Hi everybody, welcome to my homestead and welcome to my pasture. If you haven't already, please subscribe to the channel, like this video if you like it, and hit the notification bell. So it is Sunday, but I'm having to do a little bit of work. I noticed that the calves were kind of like laying down in that area right there, because like this whole area right here is shaded, and I don't want them necessarily over there because there's like a lot of poop and stuff like that, and I was concerned about that because you want to keep them, you want to give them like bedding and stuff like that. It helps like keep the area clean, or it helps keep them from getting in contact with germs and stuff like that. So I'm setting this, I'm using the hay from that hay bale right there. We've had it since last year. This is crabgrass, which is, it's more expensive than the native prairie grass. A big round bale of hay of native prairie grass cost us $35, and the crabgrass was $75. And then I think if we were to do alfalfa, it's more like $125 or something like that. So anyway, I'm using that and I'm putting it down as bedding, and as you can see, they're eating it too, which that's just fine. It's probably good for the calves to eat some crabgrass, and these guys too. But you know, I've been watching them. They look healthy. They're not acting sick or anything like that. We did have a little bit of a scare this morning because this one right here, she wasn't taking the bottle, but then later I just gave it like about, I don't know, maybe like 45 minutes, went back out. I kind of like tried to force it in her mouth, and some of the milk squirted out, got on her nose, and I think once she realized what it was, like, she got up just fine, and then she took the whole bottle without any problem. So again, I'm going to keep a close eye on these two bottle calves. If you haven't seen my other videos, they're more risky. They're susceptible to different kinds of infections, and you know, which cause something called scours, which is baby cow diarrhea, and then they become dehydrated, and you know, they're susceptible to pneumonia and stuff like that. So you just have to like keep a close eye on them. This one keeps going in between my legs because she thinks I'm her mom and she's gonna get milk for me. Oh, they both are. So yeah, but they're looking okay. I've been watching their poop, and it's had the consistency of like somewhere between like pudding and maybe peanut butter. So I'm not really too worried. I'd be more worried if it was more watery, but I think that they're good. I really do. When you check their back, well, that one, that is a little, there's poop running down the back, so she might have it a little bit, but they are up and walking around. They have plenty of energy. So if we need to, we'll get electrolytes and we'll give it to them. That's one of the treatments that you do for scours. A lot of times, like if it's viral or bacterial, it'll just kind of run its course. It depends on what's going on, and there's different things that you can give them for that. There's this one product that we used last year with our other bottle calves called Spectogard, and there's just like there's these different things. So it just depends on what's going on, but we have all that stuff available to us. We don't live very far from the farm store here in town, and you know, if we need to tube feed them, I learned how to do that. I hope it doesn't come to that, because that makes me a little bit nervous, but I feel pretty sure that I'd be able to do that if I had to. Wow, these guys are going at the hay. You know, they usually don't eat that hay, but I think it's because like the top layer kind of got kind of like packed in and crusty and old and stuff like that, whereas like the middle of the bale was still nice and semi-fresh. But yeah, it looks like they're enjoying it. But I need to do some more hay. I want to encourage the calves to like lay in this area, not in the poop, and keep them nice and healthy. Gosh, look at this. I don't have any milk for you. It's getting close to 7 o'clock, so that's what time we're gonna feed them. It's a little bit off the schedule that they were on, but we got to do it on a schedule that works for us because our kids are in school. So we picked 7 o'clock at night and 7 o'clock in the morning, which I think that's what most people say to do, is just kind of like space it out by 12 hours between feedings. And that's what we've done before, and it's worked just fine. So, but yeah, I am a little bit worried because like it's really hot in Kansas right now. I'd have to check again. I'm not sure if we're still under a heat advisory, but I'm sure that we are, because this whole week, Monday through Friday, it's going to be in the 100s. I think like 100 to 105 is the range that I saw for the highs. Oh, now they're drinking water. So, you know, I was talking to somebody that's in our ward, and they said that they like to do bottle calves in the winter because you know, they can still get dehydrated, but obviously it's not as likely. And the thing about it that I'm kind of worried about is that these calves are black, you know, so I'm sure it's just like that much easier for them to get hot compared to calves that are white or lighter colors. But I feel pretty good about the situation right now. I fully expect that these two will survive. And in the worst case scenario, if one does die, I mean, that'd be sad and I would feel like a failure. But from a homesteading standpoint and what we need for our family, I wouldn't be too sad, because we've essentially traded up a dairy cow for at least one meat cow. And that's what we need these guys for, is meat. I know that they're really cute, and believe me, I'd prefer to raise my own cows and just know the conditions that they've grown up in, know that they've had a happy life and treated well, and you know, but the Lord has you know, provided us with animals for the purpose of food and for other uses. In fact, I think we talked about that in Come Follow Me just recently, about how the Shakers, one of their doctrines was not to eat meat, and that was corrected, I believe, by the prophet Joseph Smith. Please stop. She's like nibbling up my shorts. Now my shorts are getting all soaked. So in fact, tomorrow, Monday, we're gonna call up a butcher, schedule a date, see how far out they are. Last time we checked, they were like somewhere between 12 to 18 months out because of COVID. Like, that backed everything up that far. But seriously, it's getting annoying now. So we'll schedule one, because we'll probably do one year, and then a year later we'll do the other one. We're gonna get a freezer so we can have all the meat. We don't have a freezer yet, but we'll get one next year. And yeah, so for now, I'm gonna finish setting up this bedding area. Hopefully they don't eat it all, but yeah. So if you haven't already, please subscribe to the channel. Like this video if you liked it. Hit the notification bell. I plan on doing lots of homesteading content and talking about church, talking about signs of the times, the second coming. And I'll talk to you next time.